Right, guess what? Guess what happened?
What happened?
You went to the cinema.
Did the whole thing.
Liam's been to the cinema. Here's the spoiler-free reviews of the things that he saw at the cinema.
I think that might now be my favourite part of the show, is having you say that bit.
Yep.
Um,
Moving on. It's time for everyone's favourite part of the show.
I saw. I'm trying to remember like who's doing what for the films. So
Okay.
right, just so our listeners are aware, we have 3 films to cover off. Should we just do one each?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to talk about Lady Bird now.
Okay. I've been seeing this around, and I kind of want to see it.
Okay, it was up for a load of Oscars, but it didn't win any of them.
Okay.
It's got Greta Gerwig. She directed it, and she was up for directing Oscar. She's like the 5th female to ever be nominated for that.
That is a depressing stat, but okay.
Yeah, no, incredibly depressing. But also, right, this is where it's interesting. Greta Gerwig made her name in Mumblecore.
Is
Sorry,
that interesting?
you said this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
I don't know if anyone, including Mumblecore directors,
No,
have used the words Mumblecore and interesting in the same sentence.
It's interesting because you're like, oh, Mumblecore's shit. And I'm like, yeah, but one day that girl is going to be nominated for an Oscar. So,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, just very quickly, is Lady Bird a Mumblecore film?
Nah.
Okay, no, so the Mumblecore has nothing to do with it. Cool.
Yeah.
Move on.
But what I'm saying is, right, so...
No, let's not break down why Liam thinks Mumblecore's great. We've got enough episodes.
Yeah,
now.
no,
Just-
I know. All right, here's what I'm saying. I'm a big fan of Greta Gerwig, okay? I've seen her in Lull. I've seen her in Hannah Takes the Stairs, Yeast, Nights and Weekends, Baghead, You Won't Miss Me.
All right, there's no need to brag.
No, I'm just saying they're all Mumblecore films.
I don't even know what his point is.
No,
Right,
like,
they're all,
I've not
they're all
seen any of these
Mumblecore
films.
films. And then she was in a load of indie stuff. She was in Greenberg, Damsels in
Why are you
Distress,
doing
Frances
this?
Ha, Maggie's Plan,
just make
Jackie.
your point.
What I'm saying is she's been in a load of stuff and I'm a big fan of hers. So here's the point that I'm trying to make.
Okay.
It was disappointing, being such a fan of hers, to find Lady Bird just average. And I should be I should be naturally biased to this movie, because not only do you have the Greta Gerwig factor, it's also coming of age. This should be right up Liam Street, and it was just like super average.
Yeah, not. Do you think other people would enjoy it?
Yeah, I know for a fact that this was, I think, Amanda's favourite film of last year. Like, I don't want to speak for her, but I'm pretty sure I've heard her say that.
Okay.
I think I'm quoting her. Now, I'm not sure, right? And this is something that we can pick apart a little bit on International Women's Day, because in the last 2 years, we've had Lady Bird, and we had another female-led coming-of-age movie called The Edge of 17. And as someone who loves coming-of-age movies, both of those left me kind of lukewarm, and I know for a fact that both of those Amanda really liked, so I don't know if just maybe I'm just struggling with the female-led coming-of-age for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, we've had this argument before, so I'm reluctant to have it again. I think if listeners want to hear more about mine and your opinions on this, you can go listen to Black Panther, where we discuss the idea of like not getting a type of film because it's got X, representation in it. I think we've also covered it on other ones.
Probably.
So, go listen to them if you want our thoughts. Kat, have you got anything you'd like to interject into...
Kat watched Lady Bird with me.
I did, and I thought it was mostly boring. And like Liam said, it was pretty average. The only thing... I liked the performances in it.
Yeah, you've got Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah, and Laurie Metcalf. And is that how you pronounce her surname?
I think so.
But I really like her. She plays Sheldon's mum in Big Bang Theory, but she's been in loads of stuff.
She's also, right, in
here we
Scream
go.
2. She's in Scream 2, because
Yeah.
I watched that recently and you pointed it
yeah.
out and I didn't even realise.
Yeah. Right now.
That was exciting. Lucas Hedges is in Lady Bird as well, and he's really good.
Who was he?
He was her first boyfriend.
Oh, okay. The funny thing is I don't remember, which kind of
Yeah.
says everything that I need to say.
And
about the
also,
whole
you've
film.
got Timothée Chalamet, I think his name is, who was making a name for himself in this like award circuit with Call Me By Your Name, but he was also in Lady Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was
I
just
don't...
so average, right?
Yeah, and I don't remember thinking all that much about The Edge of 17 either.
No. So maybe it's not just me. Maybe these films are just average.
Yeah.
Or no. So here's the thing, Liam. You're jumping between two extremes. One extreme being that an entire genre cannot be good because you didn't like two films, which is, as someone who likes Mumblecore, not exactly the greatest fucking stance to take, right? The other, and then you're jumping to, so maybe it's not just me, this film is just an average movie. Or is it possible, Liam, that you just didn't like this movie, and that this movie is good for some people, bad for some people,
it's not that I didn't
and you
like
just don't
it.
like it?
No, it's not that I didn't like it.
Sorry, you hate when I say you don't like it. Fucking hell. Average. Jesus Christ, Liam.
I just really wish...
Well, no, actually, no, fuck this. You didn't like it, because if
No,
you liked
it was
it wouldn't
fine.
be average.
No, it was fine. I just wish I'd liked it
Yeah,
more.
yeah. That's not what someone who liked something says. I like ice cream. I find generic meals average. I don't like them. They're average.
No, but it's okay. I like you, but that's basically just tolerance.
Yeah.
So
that means you don't like me, then, is what I'm saying.
No, it's the same with Ladybird. I liked it / tolerated it.
I just found
No.
it boring.
Like, I wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say I found it boring.
Well, there were bits
just
of it I
wish it was
found really
more.
boring.
Yeah.
But bits of it I liked. So overall, it was average.
What would you give it out of
Okay.
5?
I don't know, 2.5, maybe?
See, I'd give it 3 out of 5.
Ah.
So,
Fair enough. I'm probably going to maybe see it at some point soon. So
to be honest,
maybe I'll throw in my ratings as well.
I would recommend, like, this maybe isn't a cinema trip. Maybe wait for it to come on, like, Netflix or something like that.
I wouldn't even buy it. I'd wait till it was on Netflix or other streaming
Yeah.
services are available.
Amazon Prime.
And we
You
don't need to
list
list them.
So that was my film review.
This episode's a little bit listy for you, Liam. What's going on, buddy?
Is everything
What do you mean?
okay?
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like every time you start talking, you start listing things. It's
My
weird.
life is just spiraling out of control, and lists help me regain that control.
Right, okay.
Okay.